Hi, I'm Professor Cherie Armour. I'm one of the professors here in the School of Psychology at Queen's University Belfast, and I'm really excited to be offering a PhD project this year. The project's going to focus on domestic violence and adverse psychological outcomes. Now, we know that domestic violence and abuse are global health issues, and we know that these have a profound and lasting impact on people's mental and physical health. Yet one area that remains really under-researched is the relationship between domestic violence and abuse, disordered eating and obesity, particularly for women and girls across the life course. So this PhD project is going to aim to address this critical gap and generate research that has clear real-world impact. We know that there's evidence which shows that survivors of domestic violence and abuse are at increased risk of mental health difficulties and maladaptive eating behaviours, and this can include binge eating, which can of course contribute to longer term weight gain and then obesity. These associations have been shown to occur across the life course, so we see these associations in childhood, in adolescence and also in adulthood. This PhD is going to offer a really exciting opportunity to learn multiple research methods. In fact, during the course of this PhD, we'll conduct a systematic literature review to identify the evidence that exists in this particular research area. And then we're going to speak to survivors of abuse, and we're going to understand from their perspective the relationship between the abuse, their eating behaviours and subsequent psychological well-being. Subsequent to that, we are going to conduct a cross-sectional survey where we're going to ask lots of questions about all of the mechanisms that link childhood abuse experiences to disordered eating behaviours and to other sort of psychological outcomes such as shame. Eventually, we're going to do an ecological momentary assessment study where we're going to assess those daily fluctuations in distress and affect and how those relate to binge eating behaviours. Together, we're going to pull all of this work into knowledge that will inform interventions with the potential to develop trauma-informed clinical practice and public health approaches. And this PhD is exciting because it sits in a broader programme of research focused on disordered eating, trauma and mental health here in the School of Psychology at Queen's. It's also really important to know that the school offers a supportive and collegiate research culture with strong supervision, opportunities for collaboration and a real commitment to researcher development. So we warmly welcome applications from eligible candidates with an interest in trauma, mental health and disordered eating, and candidates who are really motivated to produce research that can make a meaningful difference to survivors of domestic violence and abuse.